Hi there everybody, this is David, and I'm super excited because the rumors were true. It's actually happening. We are getting a Final Fantasy Tactics remake as well as a remaster. We're getting both. We're getting both bundled together into one fantastic freaking package. This is absolutely amazing. As of right now, it's being released on the PS4 and the PS5, and it's coming out this year, September 30th. And I kind of want to go through the trailer with y'all and just go through everything that we know and really deep dive and analyze it with y'all. And I definitely do think that's worth the sub, as I try my hardest to level up my subscriber count this year. If you help your like and your sub, I just know that I can get there, so thank you so much for that. This could very well be the Final Fantasy game that I've played the most. Like, I have played all the Final Fantasy games a million times, but this one, I've gone through it so many different times with so many different challenges. Like, I just adore it. And now we get to experience it again. And I heard a couple of years back that it was going to get quietly canceled or shelved because the sales of the Tactics Ogre Reborn weren't all that hot, and they were just kind of wondering about it, like, would this do well? But those rumors were unfounded. It is here. So this is called the Ivalice Chronicles, and it has all new voice acting and this new class tree, which I kind of want to go over. It's really cool looking right here. It has your classes divided up into physical and magical, starting off on the left hand side with the Squire, and then it shows how the classes kind of break up into the skill tree right there. Like, before in the original version of the game, it was kind of a mystery how it all happened. You just kind of like gain job levels, and then these job classes just kind of like popped up and they were available. You didn't really know how it happened or whatever, unless you had that strategy guide that literally just falls apart at the seams. I bought 2 of those strategy guides, and both of them, like, the glue fell out of the spine. I don't know if it was just put together really shoddily or what the deal was, but I think that there's something wrong with that strategy guide. But anyway, again, I've played this game so many times, like, it's ridiculous. So it actually shows how it divides up, how the Squire divides up into Archer and then into Knight, and how Knight goes down to Monk, and then Monk goes down to Geomancer, and how Archer goes down to Thief, and if you master both the Thief and then the Geomancer, it goes over into Ninja, and you do more Thief and it goes down to Lancer, and so on and so forth. Same thing over there with the magical jobs with the Chemist, branching off into White and Black magic, and then into Oracle and Time magic, kind of going together into the Oracle right there. Then it goes down to the Summoner and the Calculator and the Mediator and all that kind of stuff. So it's really kind of cool how they did that. Another thing that I noticed that they added is a timeline on the left-hand side showing the turn order. Previously, if you wanted to see the turn order, or like the CT turn, you had to hit like the select button and go into a different menu and really look at the turn order. But here it is all on the screen for you, showing exactly who is going when. So that's really a very, very, very nice addition. Another thing is that charge time is still in here. There's another screenshot here with some mages casting some spells. So I know some people were saying, hey, maybe the spell should be instacast, because some enemies can like move away from where you were casting it and then they won't get it, or somebody won't get healed in time or something like that. But that charge time is still here according to this turn order gauge. Another thing that I noticed that I thought was kind of neat is over here on this map screen, it's showing who is heading off to where, and it's talking about what is going on in the story on the bottom hand of the screen. And then if you look at the top part of the screen, there is a past and present like slider, I suppose. And if you played the game before, it kind of opens up kind of in the future with Delita coming in and doing a kidnapping and all that kind of stuff. Then it goes into the past. So it's kind of showing like where you are in the timeline and when you do catch up to the present. So I think that that's really freaking neat. But it does show L1 and R1 on the side, so I'm kind of wondering, can you slide it yourself? Like, what does that have to do? Are they implementing some sort of time warp feature or time change feature? Maybe going back into time, maybe looking at other people's viewpoints, maybe playing the story from Delita's viewpoint. That would be really cool. Another reason why I think that you might be able to play the game from Delita's viewpoint is if you look at this thing right here where it says Classic and Enhanced. It says, the enhanced version features a renewed interface, extensive additions and adjustments to the story, fully voiced dialogue, and much more. So extensive additions, adjustments to the story. So again, maybe we'll get to actually see different viewpoints. Maybe we'll get, an extra chapter, a chapter 5. Maybe we'll get side chapters, vignettes. We don't know what's going to be in this new enhanced version. Also included is the classic version, and it says this version unites the graphics and gameplay of the original, the PlayStation 1 version, with the renowned War of the Lions retranslation. So it's not the original PlayStation 1 translation, unfortunately. It is the War of the Lions translation combined with the PlayStation 1 graphical engine for the classic version, but both of these versions are included, which is a really cool thing. It's a really nice thing. One thing that kind of was jarring to me was where the trailer said, "How did they go astray?" And I remember, so there was a commercial back in the day, if you remember, in the 90s, I was there, I was in high school, and it said, "Where did we go astray?" Remember when our father taught us to play that reed flute? Where did we go astray? It was literally on the television commercial, and now they changed that to how did they go astray. So that's kind of jarring to me a little bit. I really hope that little money stays in, that would be kind of cool. You can actually pre-order the game right now. I will have links below for the pre-order. That is so freaking cool. I am so excited about this game. I cannot tell you how much I've been wanting this game, how much I've been looking forward to it, and just this is amazing. And knowing Square said that they are aiming for a multi-platform strategy. And right now we're only getting a PS4 and a PS5 release. But I think, this is a remake of a PS1 game, for God's sakes. This should be able to go on the Switch. This will definitely go on the Xbox. This will go with the PC, more than likely on the Switch 2 as well. I can't imagine that they would say no to the Switch 1, since it does have such a big user base, and because they are really wanting to pursue that multi-platform strategy. And I also feel like playing this game on the go is definitely a really good way to play it, because there's just so much into it. There's so much involved in it. I've played through this game with class challenges. I've played it through with solo, with a solo Ramza only thing, which was kind of nightmarish. I played through it with a random job challenge. I've done all sorts of stuff with this game, and I cannot wait to revisit Ivalice and see exactly what they have in store for us. This is super exciting, y'all. But now I want to hear from you. What do you feel about this news? Are you going to be getting this? How do you feel about the classic version, the enhanced version, all these different changes? Tell me what you feel about it in the comments, and as always, have a good day.